Illara, 22, aspiring botanist with a penchant for impulsive road trips, cursed, her hands slick with engine grease. Her beat-up Corolla, affectionately nicknamed Daisy, had decided to stage a dramatic retirement in the middle of Blackwood Forest, a place whispered to be haunted by things best left undisturbed. The last sliver of sunset bled across the darkening canopy, painting the already eerie woods in shades of blood, orange, and bruised purple. The air, thick with the scent of damp earth and pine, held an unnatural stillness, broken only by the frantic thumping of her own heart. She checked her phone. No signal. Panic, cold and sharp, pricked at her. Then she heard it. A rustling, initially subtle, gradually growing into a sound that scraped against the edges of her perception, a sound that felt more like a pressure, a displacement of the very air itself. She peered into the deepening shadows, her breath catching in her throat. It moved with an unsettling grace, something impossibly tall and dark, its presence more felt than seen. It wasn't merely large, it was an absence of space, a distortion of the forest's natural order. She tried to rationalize it. Perhaps it was just the wind, a trick of the light. But the hairs on her arms stood on end, an instinctive warning overriding any logical explanation. The scent of pine sharpened, now overlaid with something acrid and ancient, something that smelled of ozone and decay. The creature, or whatever it was, seemed to be circling her, its presence growing stronger, pressing in on her, squeezing the air from her lungs. Illara scrambled back into Daisy, slamming the door. She fumbled with the lighter, her hands shaking, striking it again and again until a feeble flame flickered to life. She held it aloft, its weak glow illuminating the interior of the car, briefly casting shadows that danced and writhed in the darkness outside, mimicking the shape of the enormous silhouette she saw pressed against the car window. The flame sputtered and died. She was left in total darkness, the only sound the rhythmic creak of the unseen presence pressing against her car, a sound akin to something colossal shifting its weight, and then silence. A silence deeper and more unsettling than the previous sounds, leaving Illara unsure if the looming presence had vanished or simply decided to wait. The silence stretched, punctuated only by the frantic beat of her heart, a tiny drum against the vast, unknowable darkness of Blackwood Forest.